You don't need to start from the bottom. You don't need to wait 3 months before you get a job. So it's just about knowing what to do and how to do it. Makadi ndinonzi Nyasha, ndinobva kuZimbabwe, ndobva kuHarare. Ikozvezvi ndakugara kuCanada, ndogara in Toronto. I've been working in HR for the past 4 or 5 years. And from working in HR, I used to come across a lot of different people, immigrants particularly, that have just come to Canada and they are struggling to get jobs. And so I started providing career-related services. So now I help people, particularly immigrants, with their resumes, interviewing skills, and just how to assimilate better in Canada, because sometimes you've worked outside the country, wherever it is that they're coming from. But when you come here, the culture is different, the way of doing things is different. So I basically help new immigrants bridge that gap between where they are right now and where they want to be in their careers in Canada. A major misconception I see with a lot of new immigrants is that you need to start with a survival job. You don't need to start from the bottom. You don't need to wait 3 months before you get a job. I got my first job within 2 weeks of landing in Toronto. So it's just about knowing what to do and how to do it. Some of my biggest success stories have been from people that come from outside of Canada and they're just not sure how to translate their existing experience into a job here, because it doesn't necessarily follow that if you were doing sales in Zimbabwe or Nigeria, for example, you need to do sales in Canada. So one of the things that I do is sit down with my clients, understand their work history, what have they been doing for the past few years, what transferable skills do they have for that, what are they passionate about, and then we can map out a plan where they're using their transferable skills into jobs that are available here. As an immigrant myself, I believe that I do have what it takes to help somebody that's a new immigrant. I'm living proof that you don't have to start from the bottom. I'm living proof that you don't have to start from a minimum wage job. I work with different kinds of people. People work with me for interview coaching. Maybe they've been applying for job after job after job, and they're getting calls from recruiters, they're getting interviews, but they're not just progressing to the next steps. So sometimes it's a matter of meeting with somebody, having a conversation with them, maybe doing a mock interview. And because I have worked as a recruiter for so many years, I'm able to then pick up on the mistakes that they're making and coach them on how to improve. For example, a lot of times people look at interviews like it's a grilling process, whereas it's just a conversation with the company where, you're trying to understand whether both parties are a good fit for each other. So it's just about helping people navigate that mindset. I also work with people that are looking to maybe increase their salaries. They want to have salary conversations with their employers, but they're not sure how to go about it. Some people are applying to job after job, but they're not getting any successes. And then when we look at their resume, it's like, okay, it's the resume that needs work. So that's where I come in to really understand where this person is in their journey, what the issues they've been having are so far, and then coming up with a personalized solution for them.